Care for something that will make you as free as the bird and yet smart, either for yourself or for your clients? Then you have to stay with me and let's learn how to make this jumpsuit. Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel at JUMPSUIT Thrills. It's good to have you here, the returning subscribers. If it is your first time, thank you and stay glued, okay? So here I have 3 yards of a cotton fabric that I got from sample, and I'm going to cut for the front first. So I have it folded and the length is not up to my length, so I'm going to join at the hem of it about 3 inches, at least to make up for my length and also the hemming allowance. All right, now to know the amount to be on this fold, just this width like this, you're going to have the quarter of your hip circumference, and you add your crotch extension for the front. The crotch extension, how to get it is your hip circumference divided by 4. You also divide it by 4 again. All right, so that's what you're going to add, plus your east allowance. All right, maybe 2 inches or 1.5 plus side allowance. All right, so that's what you're going to have, and this is going to be my center fold. Now I'm going ahead to mark out my crotch extension plus those allowance there. The crotch extension I told us is 42 inches divided by 4 is 10.5, divided by 4 again is 2.625. So I'm going to add 1 inch allowance to it, just extra. That's what I measured there, and I drew a straight line down. Okay, so I'll also mark out ½ inch starting point line. From there, I start taking my measurement. So shoulder to my armhole is actually 8.25. That is your armhole circumference divided by 2. But I just made it 9 inches because I want this to be free. You can use your exact one. So I just marked 9 inches there. Then shoulder to waist, mine is 16 inches. Shoulder to hip, mine is 26 inches. That's what I measured. All right, next is my crotch depth, and normally to get it is just your hip circumference divided by 4. In my case it is 10.25, so you are going to mark it from your waist down. All right, but in this case, this is jumpsuit, I don't want it to be tight there, so I'm going to add extra 3 inches to it, and that's what I'm marking, 13.5. all right, I hope this is clear. So I'm going to draw it out. That is my crotch depth. Next is the shoulder. My shoulder to shoulder divided by 2 is 7.75. all right, but I want it to just drop a little bit, so I added ½ an inch extra there. That's what I'm adding now. That is 8.25. You may skip this if you don't want. So I'm marking the same thing down there so that I can get a straight line, as you can see. Now for the shoulder slope, I'm coming down by 1 inch. Our shoulder is not straight, so the neck width I want to use for now is 3 inches, and the neck depth for the front I'm using 3 inches also. All right, the neck width is just for now. Then I'm going to connect it. All right, so I'll also connect the 1 inch shoulder slope into the neck width. After that, the actual neck width I want is 6 inches. All right, so I just marked it there, and then I'm going to connect it into that place. This is actually necessary, so just do it this way that I mentioned. For the horizontal measurement, the bust circumference is 38 divided by 4. Whatever I have, I'm going to mark it there. Then I'll add just ½ inch ease allowance. Okay, then I'll add 1 inch side allowance. Also at the waist circumference divided by 4, I mark it 7.75 plus 1.5 inches ease allowance. That's what I used for the waist, is very free, plus 1 inch side allowance. Then for the hip, the same thing. Hip circumference 42 divided by 4 is 10.5 plus 1.5 ease allowance plus 1 inch side allowance. Then I will connect all together. This is going to be a flay, like it's going to flay down. Whatever I have, I'll just connect it into the straight. And you know that I've added side allowance already, side allowance of 1 inch here. Okay, now for the armhole, for the back armhole, this is just how you're going to do it, just straight, connect it into a curve. But for the front, because we have bust, whatever you have there, you divide it into two. mark the midpoint, then from there you go in by half inch. This is for the front armhole. Go in by half inch and then still connect it to the shoulder line, just as you see me do. Then you also connect it back to the side. Okay, so this one is for the front armhole, while the other one, this one now, is for the back armhole. All right, now let's go over to the crotch. At the crotch line, for the front crotch extension, I'm going to divide my hip circumference by 4. That is 10.5. I divide it by 4 again. That is 2.625, and that's what I'm marking there. From where you can see 2.625, then I'll add half inch sewing allowance for the inseam, just half inch. All right, and I'm going to connect it into that line, the hip line, just as you see me do. It's very simple, right? Okay, then I'm adding half inch allowance all the way already, half inch sewing allowance for the front. You know, we cut the upper part and the down part together, so it will have joining. All right, so I've added allowance at the shoulder, at the neckline, just half inch. Now for the back, I already have a fabric here folded into 2, as you can see, and it's a little bit more than the front. Okay, I've placed the front on it. For the crotch extension for the back, just add 2 inches to what you have at the front. I placed the tape here, leaving the allowance, the half inch allowance already, so I marked 2 inches. All right, and then I'm adding half inch sewing allowance. That is for the back. Just add 2 inches extra, then I connect it into the space, just as you can see also. Okay, now to create the curve, I just came up here by 1 inch just to create the curve for the back, and I'm going to transfer it to the back part. So this is it. I'm just creating my curve. Now to transfer the measurement I have also, the back I'm going to use 1 inch because it's going to have zip. All right, 1 inch is allowance. So I'm just transferring that mark there minus the allowance already. I didn't start from the allowance. So I took out the front and I connected it into a straight line and curve. So this is the curve for the back. Then I'll proceed to add 1 inch allowance, zip allowance. My zip is going to end at this curvy part, but I'm just adding 1 inch all through for now. You will understand what I did later. For the neck depth for the back, I used 9 inches. You can do less, however you want it. Then I'm going ahead to cut the front neckline first. Then I take it off and cut the back neckline. All right. So neglect this thing here. I wanted to take care of the zipper board, but it's very important. If you can, please go ahead and do it. So I'm just cutting out the excesses, as you can see, both for the front and the back. Okay, now for the back, I'm going to stop the zip wherever the curve starts. All right, just to place I'm showing you. Then I'm going to curve it and take out half inch so that the allowance for the crotch area of the front and the back will just be half an inch. I hope you understand that. So just follow what I'm doing. All right, so I'll just curve it in there. That's where my zip is going to end. Then I'm going to reduce this other part by half of an inch, and that's just what I'm cutting off. Okay, and we are done for this. Next, this is where I'm going to attach the pocket from, just 3 inches below the waist, or you can use 2 inches. So I just notched it there. Now I'm going to cut out the armhole. So following the shape of the front armhole first, I will come out by half of an inch. That is the allowance. I'm just giving half of an inch for the back armhole first. Come out by half of an inch, and I'm going to trim it out just as you see me do. All right, I'll cut it out. And after that, I'll take out the front only. Follow the shape of the front armhole. I'm going to give allowance of half inch. Don't mind me, I just eyeballed here, but that's just what I'm doing. Give allowance of half inch, and I'm trimming out the excess. So we are done with the front and the back armhole. Now I've gone ahead to cut the interfacing for both the front and the back. As you can see, that's the neck to turn the neck. Okay. This is the pocket, this is the sleeve. If you don't know how to cut the sleeve, I have a tutorial on that, so check the top right, click on the link, and it will take you to how to cut sleeve. All right, this is my sleeve, and I also have an extra fabric for the belt. To start sewing already, we'll start with the front, and I'm going to join that center with 1/2 inch sewing allowance, and also go ahead to, this is the facing for the front, I will join it to, and then I will use it to turn the front neckline. All right, right side facing right side, I will turn it. Then this is the back. I will join from here that I'm showing you down. Then I'll attach my zipper to the waist. If you don't know how to attach zipper, please check the top right. It will take you to, video of how to attach zipper. Okay. All right. So after that, I'm just showing you what I did. I pinned my zipper and I placed my facing on it, the facing for the back. Then I will go ahead to sew very close to the teeth of the zipper. I'll sew down. All right, that's how I attached it. And after that, still the facing right side to right side, I'll go ahead and sew the neck region just as you see me showing you. And after that, you're going to turn it, and this is how it will look like. Okay, and this is my zipper. So this is it from the wrong side. I'll go ahead and serge the raw edges. Do the same thing for the front. Turn your neckline with it. So we go over to join it at the shoulder. So right side facing right side, I will join it on the shoulder. But to give it a very neat one, I will use the facing for the back or the front and turn it just the way I'm showing you, and I will sew with 1/2 inch. Do the same thing for the other side. After that, we go ahead to join the inseam, that is matching it crotch to crotch. Make sure the seam line is matching. I'll pin it there, align the other side properly. Then I will go ahead and sew with the 1/2 inch. I gave 1/2 inch for the inseam. I will sew the other side to 1/2 inch. All right. So after that, I've gone ahead to attach my sleeve. Then the next, you can see the shoulder line is very neat. So the next thing you're going to do is to join the side with the allowance you gave. In my case, it is 1 inch. So I've gone ahead to join the side with 1 inch sewing allowance and the sleeve, everything. Now let me show you how to attach the pocket. First of all, I have a fabric here. I've already gone ahead to sew it, but it is measuring 8 inches by 9 inches. Okay, so you're going to cut it. Maybe you can just curve the down part a little bit. Then remember that place that we notched, that we're going to attach our pocket, right? See the way I'm matching it. First of all, you go ahead and make sure you reinforce, that is backstitch at the both ends, just the way I showed you now. And I've gone ahead to attach my pocket with 1/2 inch all the way, but leaving 1/2 inch at the tip. All right, just the way I'm showing you. I left 1/2 inch unsewn. Now I'm going to open up that place, open up this place, the side allowance, and we are going to face it like face to face, just this way on that notch. Just follow what I'm showing you. I'll pin it there. Then I will go ahead and sew this down. Just sew it down there with 1/2 inch. Okay. When you sew, you backstitch at both ends. Do the same thing for the other side. Also sew. Make sure you backstitch at those ends. Backstitch here, backstitch here. All right. So that's how I joined it. And when I'm done, I'm now going to open up the, okay, look at what I'm showing you. This is where I backstitch on the main fabric. Then I'll open up the space so that it can create the pocket just like this one we have here. I hope you understand. Please, if you don't understand, do drop it in the comment section and I'll explain better. And this is the belt. I'm going to have to sew it, and it is measuring 60 inches. Clock it. The width is 2 inches, but it's 2.5 inches on fold so that you can sew it. All right. And the next thing is just to hem. I hemmed it already with whatever allowance you gave. This side too, for the both sides, just go ahead and hem. And here I went ahead to tack it down, you can see, so that it will not just be flapping off. I will tack it down. I tacked it down already. Then I will still add my hemming allowance and then iron it to stay into place. So just go ahead and set every raw edge, weave every raw edge, and our cloth is done, our jumpsuit is done. Isn't this beautiful, and isn't it easy? Tell me the truth. Please go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. Okay, see you in the next tutorial. For now, have a great day, have a great morning, have a good whatever. Bye.